Hello everyone, welcome to George Crafts. I'm going to do a couple of videos today to show you how I made the tail and fins for my shark from the Aldi So Crafty kit. So a few of you might have seen the review of this kit on the blog. If you haven't, feel free to head over there and check it out. But the pattern was not written very well, and the pattern was actually incomplete as well because there wasn't a pattern supplied for the fins or for the tail. So a few people have asked me to share my pattern, and because I've made it up myself, I wanted to do a little demonstration on how I've done them as well, just in case my written instructions aren't very clear. So this is what the fin is going to look like. So you need to make 3 of these, so a dorsal fin for the top and 2 pectoral fins, one for each side, and this is the tail, so obviously you only need to make 1 of those. So what you're going to need is crochet hook, a darning needle and a stitch marker. These are my scissors, and I'm using some grey double knitting yarn from Hobbycraft, which I had in my stash because I've run out of the yarn in the original Aldi kit. So I'm using a 4mm hook, but you can obviously adjust the hook for the size of yarn that we're using. So for the first video we will look at making the fin. So I'm just going to move all the other bits and pieces out of the way, and we start off by making a slip knot. So wrap the yarn around your finger, make a cross, put your thumb on the cross and take your finger out of the loop, and then with the tail, so that's this bit, just bring that back through the loop and tighten. It's as easy as that. You're going to put the loop over your hook and pull on the tail to tighten the yarn up. So to make the fin we're going to double crochet 4 into a ring. So I'll show you how to do that, and we begin by making 2 chain stitches, and then in the first of those 2 chain stitches I'm going to put 4 double crochets. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. And what I'm going to do now is pop my stitch marker in the 4th stitch, because these fins are worked in a continuous spiral, so we're not joining the rounds into each other with chain stitches. We're just going to keep working over the top of each round. So for the first row of the fins we're going to put 2 double crochets into each stitch, leaving us with 8 double crochets at the end of the round. So just pop your hook through the first stitch if you can. So there's 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and then my final stitch has got the stitch marker in, so I'm going for 7 and 8. Okay, so I've come to the end of my round, so I'm going to move my stitch marker up. So take it off and then just pop it through stitch number 8. So now we're ready to start round number 2. So I want to make 2 double crochets into my first stitch. So hook through, that's 1 double crochet, and then put your hook through the same place, and that's 2 double crochets. And then we're just going to do a double crochet into the next stitch, and another double crochet into the stitch after that, and then we've got to the 4th stitch, so we're going to put 2 double crochets in here, 1 and 2, and then you need to repeat what you've just done. So 2 double crochets, one into that stitch and another into the same place, and then 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and into the next stitch another double crochet, and then we're going to put 2 double crochets into the last stitch. So there's 1, and there's, whoops, there's 2. And then once again we finish the round, so we take our stitch marker off and then just pop it onto the final stitch that we've just done, and that way we keep our place. Don't worry if it's not looking very fin-like at the moment. By the time we get to the end it will do, so just persevere. So we're on to round 3 now. So we're going to put 2 double crochets into the first stitch, so 1 and 2, and then we're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets as normal, and then into the next one we're going to make 2 double crochets, so 1 and then 2 in the same place, and then we're going to repeat that. So we're going to put 1 and 2 in the same place, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the final stitch we're going to put 2 double crochets, so 1 double crochet into the stitch and a second double crochet into the same place. We finish the round, so we move our stitch marker. Don't worry if it gets a bit fiddly. Mine are a little bit stiff, so I sometimes struggle to get them off. So just pop the stitch marker onto the final stitch that we've done, and then we're ready to go on to round 4. So this one's nice and easy. We're just going to put 1 double crochet into each of the stitches, so we're not making any more increases, and that should keep the shape of our piece of crochet. It will start to make it look more like a fin. If this video has been useful to you, if you've enjoyed it, please make sure you give us a like and tell us what you thought in the comments. A lot of the videos that I've been doing lately have come from the comments people have put, so they're sort of videos that you want to see, which is great. So if there is something that you're not sure of or you'd like me to explain or do a demonstration of, doesn't have to be crochet, can be anything in craft, let me know and I'll be more than happy to do a little video on it. To make sure you get updates on whenever we release new videos, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on post notifications. You can do that by clicking the bell icon underneath this video on YouTube. If you're watching this on my blog, to subscribe there's a button in the left of the web page. It's a red button and it should say subscribe, so if you click that you'll be subscribed to our channel. So that's round number 4, and you can see it's starting to come together now. So we'll do round number 5, which is exactly the same. So we're going to put 1 double crochet into each stitch. So just keep working your way around and don't forget to move your stitch markers at the end of each one. So once we've finished this round, we're going to do 2 more the same. So we'll keep going round with double crochets. If you want your fins to be slightly taller, just add more rounds of double crochet, or if you want them to be slightly smaller, do less rounds of double crochet. It's really up to you. It's your shark. You make it look how you want it to. You know, you don't have to copy what I've done. This is just a suggestion. So I know there are people out there who's gone, oh, I finished my shark pattern, but it's not got any fins or tail. There we go. So that's round number 5. And we'll pop our stitch marker in there. And you can see it's starting to look a little bit more triangular as opposed to round circle. So to finish that off, I would just keep going round in double crochet, 1 into each stitch, twice more, and that will bring it up to the same size as this one. So I will leave you guys to carry on with that. Have a go, let me know if you've got any problems, and I will do another video for the tail. So until then, I will see you again soon.